Like school, e-learning.
Practice test 1, question 3. And this question asks us to read an announcement from the university and listen to a conversation. And our task is to figure out what the man's opinion is about this announcement. This is called a campus task because it is happening on a typical American university campus. And this announcement is a bit different than most announcements. Most announcements say that there's a policy change or that something is different than it was before or something along those lines, or that they're providing new information to the students. But this announcement is telling something to the staff, to the to the professors and to the students that they already know. It's a reminder. It's telling them that they have to remember what they told them before. So it's a reminder to the professors to enforce or to make sure that people abide by the attendance policy. So you know how in class that your teacher always counts who is here and who is not here and who does their homework and who does not. That's called attendance. You're either present or absent. And the professors haven't been enforcing this policy. This policy is that 3 unexcused absences, you fail. Now, an unexcused absence is an absence without an excuse or reason to be missed class. Oftentimes, you'll get a note from a doctor if you are sick to bring to the teacher, and they will not count that as an unexcused absence. Or if you're on a sports team or you're on, a debate team or something like that, and you have to miss class for a competition, that does not count as an unexcused absence. An unexcused absence is an absence where you do not have an excuse. You just didn't go. And you can have 3 of those before you fail. And that is pretty typical in a college. Each of my professors definitely enforced the policy of missing 3 classes and you fail. So this is a policy that everybody already knows, so it's important to keep in mind that the university is reminding the professors that they have to keep track with that. They can't be lenient on this. So now we have to figure out what the man's opinion is. So we listen to the conversation, and we find that the man disagrees. But it's important to remember that he doesn't disagree with the announcement. He disagrees with the policy. So he disagrees with the policy for 2 reasons. First is he thinks it's unfair. He thinks the students have the right or have the ability to make a choice of when to go to class and when not to go to the class. By the time you're in college, hopefully you are responsible enough to make that choice for yourself. For example, he says, sometimes you need to study for an important exam instead of going to class, and it's more important to study for that exam than going to class. So there's a choice. There's an element of choice that students have in college that you don't have in high school that this reminder is taking away. And the second reason is the professors haven't been enforcing this policy for a reason. And that reason is that they think the policy is unreasonable. So they haven't been enforcing it. But the university is wanting them to enforce it. And they think it is unreasonable, and so therefore the professors sort of trust the students' discretion or their ability to make the correct choice for them. So in the end, the man says that he disagrees with the policy, and he thinks that the university should take a cue from or listen to the professors and the students and change the policy. Now, when you're reading this, or when you're listening to the sample response, make sure that you're aware that the difference between this one and other question 3s in that this is a reminder of an old announcement. It is not announcing a new policy. It is not even announcing the policy. It is telling us that they have to enforce the policy, which is this. So keep that in mind when you are looking through or listening to my sample response.